Hey, Ando here from SenseiAndo.com. Check it out. Stephan Kesting in the house, my friends. The legendary Stephan Kesting. If you've not been following him, I'm going to put some links below. Please watch everything he's doing. He's a fantastic resource and a very generous teacher. Tons of free content online, and that's just scratching the surface. His paid materials are also great. He's not paying me to say that. I started off buying his materials, and that helped me a great deal when I started my BJJ, and now he's branching into self-defense tutorials in general, so big thumbs up for Mr. Stephan Kesting. And since you're here, sir, is your head okay now? Is you gonna? I'm making his head bigger so I can hit it easier. I was hoping you could maybe show us a simple move that you would use in grappling in a stand-up position, and then maybe some different. What would you do with it? I mean, sure. What kind of things are you thinking about? If I've got my hands here and I'm pushing or poking, sure. I'm not swinging strikes at you yet. But from a grappler's point of view, what can you do here?
Yeah, not a lot of fights necessarily start with that big punch. It often starts with a posturing or in this in this range here.
You win.
Maybe in a pushing range, and also, if Uncle Fred has had a few too many drinks at the barbecue, if you respond by drifting him in the throat and he ends up in the hospital or dying, you're not going to go to any more family barbecues. That's it. You're cut off. So you need some non-lethal options in this range here. Yeah, you're poking me in the chest. So the arm drag is a great move. You can't really apply it in a striking range. To pick and punch out of the air and then arm drag, good luck. That's going to take a ton of training. But to pull it off against, say, the hand on the chest, or both hands on the chest, or some guy poking you in the chest, that's pretty easy. So I think about this from my Hung Gar days. I'm going to bring this hand up the inside, and then the other hand comes up on the tricep. Now, some people say arm drag at the elbow, some people say arm drag at the tricep, some people say arm drag at the armpit.
What do you say?
Middle of the arm.
Okay.
That's what I say. It works for me. There are tweaks that you can do to this arm drag. If you can control the wrist and invert, basically, so you're beginning to create an arm lock here, and then you arm drag, that's very powerful, but it takes a little bit of extra time. So if I come up the inside and I'm doing this kind of motion, and then I intercept the arm there, I'm going to bring my right hand to the back of Ando's right tricep and pull here. If I'm bigger than him, it's quite possible for me to do this and not move and pull him past me. If you go on several cycles of growth hormone, you live in California, all you guys are on growth hormone.
Wow.
If he's gigantic, I might pull myself past him. If we're about the same size, it's going to be a bit of both. So up the inside, grab the tricep, pull. The first option is really to keep on going. It's going to be hard for him to reorient. I've essentially disappeared from in front of my opponent to behind. I've got stolen a night's march on him essentially, and now if I keep running, it's going to be hard for him to catch up. If I want to continue to engage, I'm behind him, so I could move directly into the rear naked choke. If he's tall, if I don't feel comfortable with the rear naked choke, if his posture is bent forward a little bit, so it's hard to go there, I could just go to the rear bear hug and glue my forehead or my face to the middle of his back. This is a big mistake because he's going to turn and elbow me or headbutt me, exactly. But if I put my head here, he can swing elbows all he wants, and my face might get mashed a little bit by your lat muscle, but in the grand, exactly, unless you just shrug. And
I can crack walnuts back there, baby.
Yeah. But by and large, against normal human beings, I'm going to be pretty safe. So that move looks like this here. I basically glue my head here. Now you can take your time, figure out what you're going to do. Tons of takedowns you can do from there. Even just push them away and disengage. Third option, and this, some MMA friends have started doing this. They're mostly doing it from an over-under clinch, but they're doing this exact same arm drag. So if I arm drag him this way, odds are he's going to come back. So if I practice my arm drag to punch, basically tight left hook, boom. Not only do I get the power of the hook, not only do I get the power of targeting, because I'm targeting here or here, which are two of the primo knockout areas, but I also get the energy of him turning back into me, and then we have two opposing forces coming together, and that's Newton's fourth law. It's like when opposing target meets opposing punch, somebody gets knocked out. I think that was
Masters of Science.
Masters of Science. Yeah.
I did my research. I'm not surprised you're
I was
quoting
biology, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
clearly my physics isn't that good. So, just to review real quick, you can practice this, just a hand on the chest, arm drag, and run. Second option, arm drag and choke. Alternately, arm drag and bear hug. Arm drag and punch. You can do different punches. Basically, you've created an angle here, and whether I now kick, whether I rabbit punch, whether I elbow, whether I punch, whether I switch hands, it doesn't matter. Once you're off your opponent's side, every martial art on the planet says that this is kind of not so good, and this is way better. So they all express that same idea.
If you can't win from over there, then you suck.
Yeah,
Get your money back from your teacher.
pretty much.
Everybody sucks.
Was that good? Was that what you wanted?
That is excellent, yes. And that rear naked choke that you just saw Mr. Kesting apply, he was generous enough to make another video about how to handle or escape from a rear naked choke. So I'll put that link below too. Make sure you check out that video. Just a wealth of knowledge, sir. It's really totally an honor that you would take your time to talk to someone like me. So I'm going to go do some bench presses right now and try to catch up.
Growth hormone.
Yes, what do you have in that bag over there? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Keep building bridges, my friends. Keep learning from each other and keep fighting for a happy life.